Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister. This is the translation of the message that she sent to me. The translation, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? So my name is called Tariro. I am a woman who is aged 25 years old and I come from Zim. Currently, even though I am living here in South Africa, but I have caused so much damage. I have been here for several years now, and during that time, I am like someone who have woven a web of lies that are so deep that I can hardly tell what is real anymore. I don't know if your listeners will be able to understand my story. Like I'm that kind of a person that I even have started believing in my own lies. I don't even know how to differentiate between what is real and what is fake. Like, is there a medical condition whereby you do not know what is a lie and what is the truth? It all started small when I was still back home. I was someone who was dating a lot of guys. So for me to keep on dating all of those guys, I needed to lie, and I started enjoying lying. The first time that I cheated on my first boyfriend, it was something that was really terrifying to me. But the moment that I was able to get away with it, because I had simply lied to him that I had gone to church throughout the night and he believed me, and this made me to keep on lying. And in reality, I am someone that presents herself as someone that is innocent, someone that is God-fearing, and I present myself as a good person to everyone around me, humble, kind, and trustworthy. But the truth is that I am far from that. It all started as a way to survive when I was back home. I also come from a very poor family. Then the situation made it to become even worse. When I came here in this land of opportunity, I did not have much. I needed a job. And then I started dating another man who took advantage of me. He was a South African guy. He took me in and he told me that I could stay at his place rent-free. This man used me for a very long time, and then I started cheating on him. And I also needed to fit in, and I needed to be seen as someone who was reliable. So I began lying, small lies at first. I would say things like I had more experience than I actually had, or pretend to know people that I did not. Like at that time, I told myself that it was totally harmless, just a way to make things easier for myself, especially when I was at work. But the lies did not even stop there. I started destroying people's marriages, people that were staying at the place where I was staying. Like I would meet a man, if I was hating her husband, then I would lie to that man that her wife was cheating on her so much that they will end up breaking. And I don't even know why. It's like a spirit that makes people to believe all of these lies that I tell them. Someone can clearly see that this girl is telling me nothing but lies, but that person will keep on believing me. As time went on, I found myself lying about everything, about my background, my family, my education. I created story about how I came from a wealthy family in Zim, how I was educated in private schools, and how I have connections with important people. Even though I know that all of this, none is true, and I keep on lying to myself because it makes me to feel important, like I am someone who is worth knowing, but I am a nobody who comes from a nobody family, and I don't even know what I get from all of these lies. So people, they believe me, and the more that they believe me, the more that I can lie, almost like a scam. Like when you believe that I am someone who has already made it in life, then you give me money. And sometimes I tell friends that I have investments back home, I own properties, but I don't have nothing, Brother Nash, even a wheelbarrow. I don't even have a wheelbarrow back home. Yet I tell people that I have built mansions back home, and I'm just waiting for the right time to return back home. But the reality is that I am even struggling to pay rent. If I tell you my story, you will even feel sorry for me. Like at the place where I am working, I am only earning 6,800 a month, but the rentals that I am paying, it is worth 3,900 a month. So I am paying a lot for my rentals and I am almost left with nothing. The reason as to why I am paying so much, it is because I do not want to stay in the locations, because the moment that I stay in the locations, with the way that I lie to people when I go to the locations, that I am even staying at a place where I am renting to buy the house. So people do not even know that I am struggling even to pay the rent each and every month. But I don't want anyone to know that I am struggling. I can even prefer to eat food that is not nice, so that when weekend comes, when I go out, I pretend as if I have so much money. I can even go out with some of my friends, make them to enjoy, even when I know that when I am returning back home, even when I know that when I return back home, there is not even cooking oil for me to use. So I have lied even about my personal relationships. I tell people that I have this other fiance of mine, a man who is working abroad, sending me money, and we are planning for our wedding. In reality, I am just a woman who is single and lonely, and whenever I get that opportunity to date a man who drives a very beautiful car, like, I don't even care if that man is giving me money or not giving me money. All that I will care about is taking pictures. Well, at least I will be standing right next to his car. Then I will tell people that this is going to become my husband. Yet deep down inside, I know that this man, he just wants to hit and run. After sleeping with me, I'll never see him again. The worst part is that I believe in my own lies. I can date a guy who does not even love me, and I make myself to believe that he loves me. And it is scary when I convince myself about things that are not even real. I tell stories about my fake life with such confidence that I can even forget what is real. Deep down, I know the truth, and it is eating me alive. It's like a disease like that is stuck in my brain. I have lost track of who I am really am, and that is the reason that I hate going home. When I return back home, back in the village where I finally built a small house for my family, it reminds me of how poor I am. I am always living in constant fear of being exposed, and I keep on cutting off friends. Like those friends that start to ask many questions, I cut them off. I avoid situations where I might be forced to tell the truth. It is a lonely, exhausting existence of living a fake life. I don't know how to stop. I am afraid of what will happen if people find out who I really am. I have hurt people along the way with my lies. I have lost good friendships because of it. People who trusted me, and I betrayed that trust over and over again, destroying people's marriages because I just wanted to see them sad. I have done things and I feel like I am in a prison if I scam some of these people that I am associating with. Like the past week, I met a woman. She seems to have a lot of money and she is enjoying everything that I am telling her. She is also from Zim. I have been telling her about this other investment, and I told her, thinking that she was never going to believe me, but she just believed me anyway. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by our dear sister.